Yes, good evening. My name is Marina Bark. I'm going to be representing Fortress team. So our product is an on-premise secure gateway to run large language models, AI models on-premise for enterprises and companies. We are building our solution for compliancy and data sovereignty, whereby you don't rely on external providers to give you access to their models or API keys or running data through their servers. But everything happens on premise on the enterprise data center. So this is the we're going to host the website for the landing page for the project with the docs. It will have the homepage and the docs. The docs are where you clone the GitHub repo and then run Docker Compose or Kubernetes on the local machine and then be able to access the platform offline on secure on-premise. So the model server will be hosted, the API backend, and an admin dashboard and a small demo application for you to test your API keys before giving them out to to the departments where they are needed. So created a small docs page, built in both light mode or dark mode, a small docs page whereby you can test and start running the platform on premise. So on running the Docker containers, you'll be able to access, let me log out, you'll be able to access this small a dashboard whereby auth is by JWT and auth 0. So we shall be requiring the company to create for the demo. A company can create I think we are using SQLite. So the company, let me just say Fortress, preferred username. Let me say Fortress also. Password 12345. 12345. Yeah. We have created our account. And in case to test auth, oh, it's running on no host to test auth. Maybe we can enter a wrong username maybe for the start. And you can see that the credentials are wrong, but if we enter the right credentials, shall be open to our gateway, our dashboard. So we are going to be having sections with where you can manage API keys for the enterprise, the model hub where you can download LLMs offline, and also have the training and fine tuning, and also system health to check the health system of your server. For now, it's speaking, it's fetching using our endpoints. We are fetching data direct from the server that you have used to run the models. We have 2 GBs offline, the model is online, the CPU is running, and that is the memory usage. So the usage metrics will be here, and also the settings whereby you can create users to access the models. But we are going to implement everything once we have got out of the prototype stage. So the major part, the core part is creating an API key. So we can enter the project, let's say project name of testing, and make the department called testing. We create the key, the project. So upon creating the project, you can see that the API key, you need to create an API key for the project. So let's just say testing key, right? And then create. So this key is what we shall be using. We shall be giving out to a user in the company to use AI, their preferred AI agent. So you can revoke the key and also restore the key. And all this is working. The backend is authenticating everything in I'm getting my logs in VS Code to authenticate everything. You can also delete a project, everything like that. So on the overview on the dashboard, you can see it fetches data from the total projects. One, we have created one. The total API keys are one. We haven't made any requests, and the uptime for our API model is 20 minutes so far. And everything here is being fetched from the SQL database, which is configured on the Docker, on the what? On the backend when you run the containers on your on your when you run the containers on your machine. So to test this API key, we created a demo account, a demo application, which will be running at localhost 1000 in case you run our containers. And then to test the auth, if you type in, let's say hello, you'll be required to enter the API key, which means that our API key validation is going to be correct. And once you enter the API key, it will be auto authenticated by like we have endpoints to authenticate the API key to make sure it's a legit key. So when you say like log me with the logs, all will be seen in the I don't know if you're able to see all the logs for inference are being seen here. You can see that the auth is always being the auth is always checked every 5 seconds, and the system health. Now we are generating the problem is my machine is running on a CPU. I don't have access to any NVIDIA GPUs, so the inference is a bit slow. So you can see that from here, the text generated is here. Help me with inference and provide an example to use inference. So it means that our API key and auth and everything is working within. You can even see the total requests I've made is one, according to our graph here, with the metrics being observed. On a Monday, we have used so far one request. We can test again with, let's say, a wrong API key. We can run a wrong API key. Let me see. Let me see. Let me first, maybe on that API key, let me remove a few strings. Let me set, let me say, help, what is the capital of France? It will be, you can see that the API key is revoked. It means that it's not accepting. So what is the essence of our platform? The platform is to run LLMs on securely on the what? On premise in the enterprise for data sovereignty instead of relying on external providers and leaking our sensitive data to their servers. That was majorly our project. Thank you very much, and I'm Barry Nambra, the team lead of Team Fortress.